more images from across the world showing indeed that our skies are still being hammered, sprayed, covering the truth. So please enjoy this video as we carry on with the archives. Here we have this first attachment that's come in from Hutchinson Island, Florida, southeast, from Iris Turner. Now, she's taken the photograph right at the point when the sun, the area that we believe to be the sun, started to dim. You can now see clearly on the beach this fluorescent kind of light source. Many chemtrails being sprayed. You can see that on the photograph, thousands of feet high, hiding this truth. You can see that the sun has changed, and this pink reflection around the outer area that you see of this object. Now the thing is though, we have got that heavenly body that's reflecting now. They are covering it. Let me show you Iris's video. She took her video down at that beach just a few hours ago. Okay, now that was a fantastic video. Now, these images and videos come in daily, and this footage is up to date. Iris is out on the beach taking these photos and videos. Now, she states in her email as well that early hours of the morning, military planes spraying the horizon, and it becomes like this. Just above or below where you see the image of the so-called sun, you're seeing a pink haze. That pink haze is getting stronger through on the horizons and the morning skies. Something is being hidden behind, below the sun. Now, what we got as well are chemtrails. All that on the screen as well as a haze. It's aluminium that's being sprayed in the sky to cover up. And still the sun is acting very strange. So Iris, thank you for these photos and also this footage. And please keep safe. We've got another photograph that's come in from Heather from Nashville in the USA, showing you the lines in the skies, this haze, just like what you saw on Iris's footage. It just becomes very hazy of poisons that are being spread across the skies. Now, again, these images are just coming right now. These just come in 2 minutes ago. So indeed, government are still letting them get away with it. Still, they are spraying mainly higher populated areas as well. I've got emails coming through saying from lower populated areas across the world that this isn't happening as much, but they are starting to see some very strange things, and I'll show you them on other videos and get some images to be produced shortly. But Heather's dead worried about this, and we all are. We just see what they're doing. Okay, we've got some genuine attachments coming in from Kirsty from Melbourne in Australia. Now, we have many fantastic people over in Australia, and they are working very hard to show that this is happening. The other side of the world as well, here from the UK. Look at the state of the sky on these photographs. What you're seeing again are unnatural cloud formations, chemtrails, spread across their blue skies. And then people over there indeed are saying, we do not consent. We just want the truth to come out. Still, no one is saying nothing. Let's move to the next image. We've got this next photo as well, that was taken by the same kind person, showing the chemtrail. The obvious chemtrail that's being seen on each and every photograph, not a natural cloud formation that the powers that be wish the public to believe they are. Indeed they're not. We all know this now. Look above to the left hand side. You've got the wrong colour of the sun. This is not our sun. It is a reflector. Now again, the skies are darkening for 10:30 over in Australia in Melbourne. But on the email stating many people looking up now, which is good because we're near seeing the truth. Kirsty also went to her back garden to take a look at the skies early morning and noticed still the unnatural cloud formations. And indeed you can see that on the screen just to the area of the sky, and behind, if you look closely, you can see that haze of other chems thousands of feet high, which you saw on that video footage from Florida. This is what they're doing. This is again an agenda. So let me move to the next photo, and thank you for these images. See, as we go through the archives, these photos are just coming through. As I'm talking to you now, they're coming right through, showing you that their skies of today now are being sprayed. There is that dreaded chemtrail that you see in the skies all the time, full of different chemicals that are in our atmosphere. This is what we breathe in. This is our lifeline. Look at the area of the sun as well. People are emailing as well from many other parts of the world, as Kirsty has emailed stating the sun indeed has changed colour. Look at the reflection as well on them trees, the rooftop. Just amazes me how people aren't looking up because they still believe the propaganda lie. These next attachments have come in from Phoenix, Arizona, from Money Getter. Now this kind person as well, taking a journey to work, pulls over and takes a note of the chemtrails and the haze. This person's been monitoring the skies for many years and can see a big difference, can see what they're doing early hours of the morning. So every single photograph is showing from different parts of the world this truth, chemlines and a haze spreading across our skies to cover the area of the sun, to cover the area of this reflector. Now, all this again is indeed making people unwell. Plant life, I mean, it's so obvious on the screen of what is happening. Slowly we are seeing a development of everything being harmed, and indeed we do not consent to this, but people need to speak out, as governments are still saying nothing. They are being controlled by the powers that be, and I just hope that they are listening and seeing what they're doing. Here we go again, another photograph that's just come in as well from Phoenix, Arizona by the same subscriber, saying in an email that the trees are being harmed. You can see this clearly on the screen, drying up and not being healthy as they looked in the past years. I've said this on other videos. Look at the sky as well. None of this is genuinely natural. You can see on the photograph, but like I said before, that people are looking up and stating that, oh, they are just real, they're just normal cloud systems. Because again, as long as nothing's being said, they will still think that these are just normal clouds. We have an image from George from the UK as well that's taken this photograph, because here too we are seeing the cover-up. Look at the chemline, look at the colour of the so-called sun, look at the haze in the background, the dimness of the sky as well. Now, indeed, more and more are seeing the truth and wondering why news media, the Weather Channel, are saying nothing. The reason why they're saying nothing is because we have got other objects in our system, and they just don't want us to see. It's affecting our sun. It's changing the colour of our sun as well, reflecting other colours of them other objects. These heavenly bodies are much bigger than our Earth. Of course, we're going to see different colours, different reflections. Now, other people say through emails that it's fires that are causing these pink hazes, but we have no fires in the UK. I have reports saying there's no fires in many parts of Europe, China, Japan. How can it be like that? They're saying it's problems with the atmosphere, with radiation that's spilling through. Indeed, the sun causes this, but that strange colour of a pink haze is much different than what we would see from a nuclear power station or a problem with radiation. There's many different colours that are causing a different change to our skies. We are seeing the cloud formations that look like they're melting away. They chemtrails, they haze up the skies, and we are seeing shadows. There's something that's going on, and we are going to continue to show the truth. We see this chemtrail that's always being sprayed after they fill up the sky with aluminium. Now, let me move to the next image. And again, thank you for this fantastic photo, George. Now we've got another fantastic member of our community, Barbara. Now Barbara is down at Rocky Point. Now what she's doing is she's taking the photo of the northeast skies. This image again is just coming 2 hours ago. Look at what's in the skies like we see on the other photos. So it is a progression, it is a pattern of behaviour of what they're doing, and we are seeing this pattern of behaviour around every corner of the world. Look what you can see on the screen. Haze, chemlines, strange cloud formations. They are not natural. Please don't be fooled by media thinking they are. We hear the weather channels turn around and say everything's fine, but indeed it's not. Take a look at the weather channels. Listen to what they're saying, and then take a look at these images. Let me move to Barbara's next photo. Here's the next photo that's down at Rocky Point in Mexico. This is where Barbara is, and she's going to continue to show the truth. Now, Barbara has been monitoring the skies for nearly 20 odd years and noticing that through the past 5 years it has got worse. She's seeing the differences. She notices that the sun is indeed darkening. These colours that are coming through. When the sun is darkening, we're seeing different colours reflecting on the other side on the cloud formations. I will continue to say this. Many emails, thousands upon emails are coming through saying I'm right. They are seeing this. So, on this photograph, again, you're just seeing strange formations, lines in the skies, and a dimness. For this photograph that was taken around 10:30, look at the wall. You can see that it isn't as bright that's reflecting from the so-called sun. Okay, now I'll move to other images, and Barbara, please keep safe. These next attachments come in from Josh from the USA. Now, the photos come in at 3 hours ago, showing you the dim sun as you can see clearly on the screen, and chemtrails, a reflection as well in the centre of the screen. Look on the buildings as well, the wrong colour that we saw of the Sol many years back. People, as I said before, 5 years ago are saying the big changes started then, and they've got worse. Pink haze above the middle of the screen. I look at these photographs. I deal with the photographs as well to try and sort everything out right so we see the genuine photos, and still amazes me how people are not looking up. It also amazes me how media don't say nothing. And there is a channel as well, fantastic man, Mr. Dave Dobbs. He's sent an email in through as well, saying he's amazed when he sees these photos because it's predicting what he's seeing of these changes, these colours, reflections. He knows the system is here. Please subscribe to his channel. He's a fantastic man, a great friend in our community. Let me move to another one of Josh's images. Now what Josh has done, he's zoomed into this reflection. He states in an email as well, it's very strange because what happens is it seems to be flickering and something is being cloaked. Look at those chems. Isn't it quite strange that when we see this reflection, it always has chemtrails in front of it? Many lines that are being produced in the skies by the military. Josh sent this one moments ago. Yes, on the screen we see a lens flare to the bottom right hand corner, but we've got that reflection as well, that rainbow reflection. Now look at that haze in the skies. Can you remember the past skies from years ago? And now look at this. It is frustrating as we see our beautiful skies being covered up. Now we would see the black dots in the middle of the sun on this photograph from years back, but we're not. We're just seeing this dull sun image, this reflector. Look at that tree. Again, it doesn't look healthy, does it? Like us breathing it in, they are too being harmed. Everything on the screen there is showing a cover-up. They continue to spray the skies in the Far East as well. Now, we've got an image here from Dennis showing the differences, showing those lines in the skies, chemtrails. Now, what is more important as well as showing these images is what you can see here. On the plant, the tree that you see near the center of the screen, the reflection is wrong. It is too dark. For 11 AM, can you see on the rooftops? It's a dimming, isn't it? It's like an evening sky in the morning. Look at the rooftop to the left-hand side. You're seeing a white reflection, fluorescent. It's different. It isn't the natural sunlight. Our sunlight now is gone, like we saw in the past years. We want that back. All of us do. Many lines in the skies, and then what Dennis stated as well, after seeing this in the skies, about half an hour later, it just become a huge, deep haze. Through the day, a pink reflection, a mist. Now, as I just said earlier on, it's nothing to do with radiation. It's to do with wormwood. That heavenly body has indeed made its way back. Now, if it was to do with radiation, they wouldn't just constantly spray our skies 24/7. They would warn the public. So let's now move to another image. We've just had a photograph that's been sent through from Iris again, Iris Turner from Florida. She's just made her way back home and she just took this image. I mean, we can clearly see, can't we? There is a chemtrail and a haze to the left-hand side. Now, she states in her email, if you look closely to the horizon, it's been hammered, it's been blatantly hammered. You can see that they're covering something. To the top right-hand corner, you've got that strange haze that we now believe to be the sun, but many of us now awake, we know it is a reflector. Okay, now what's happened here, as I've just spoke about Iris's image, Josh has just sent these in. Now, to the younger generation, I hope that many of you are watching, you can see clearly what they're doing. This on the screen is, without a shadow of a doubt, not cloud formations, chems in the sky. This is not to do with geoengineering. There is a big problem with our sun. It's still very active. It's been affected by those other heavenly bodies. I know it is quite hard to get your head around this, but if you read through different books of truthers in the past, you will notice that they do speak truth about this incoming system. Now, there's been other fantastic people out there like Marshall Masters that have produced information for the public to read, but still the media are causing the members of the public to go back to sleep, to not notice, not look up. Now indeed, when we had that eclipse over in America, everything started to change, didn't it? Weather patterns, seeing the differences now. And, I mean, like on the photo, it is so clear, isn't it, that there is something going on. To the left-hand side, there's a dark shadow. Many lines in the skies, the reflection on the building is completely wrong. When Josh took this photo as well, he's stating in an email there's a huge rainbow reflection. And he states as well the trees just seem to be very unwell. I mean, again, We do not consent to this, but we're seeing many skies now from different parts of the world, and I do believe that if we continue doing this, we're going to see those objects. There's far too many images coming through. What I do is I scan every single one to picking up real objects that are up there. I do have photos that have come through as well of lens flares, people taking photos behind windscreens or windows with an arrow pointing to an object that's reflecting through from indoors, stating there's an object in the sky, but can clearly see that. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's only but fair to show the real images. And I do believe, as I said just then, that we will catch something. We will catch them. We are starting to see things now. So let me move to the next photo. We have images come through as well from Bobby. Now, Bobby is from another part of the world, and indeed he stated in his email that around that time in the morning, just after 10, it does dim. Noticing those lines, those chems, and this haze is very unnatural. It is a chemical cover-up. It's as clear as that. And it's dimming our skies with this dimming of the sun. All they're doing, as I said in another video, that they're just scraping up the truth. They're hiding it. They're blotting out the evidence so people can't see those objects, using technology today that can clearly zoom in to pick up things. Okay, this is Bobby's last photograph. On the screen, it's not our sun. It's the wrong colour. Many chems, dark blue skies above. The dimness is still here. So now that's moved to other attachments, and thank you for your kind email, because indeed there's more good than evil on our world. We have more images coming in from Exnia, from West Palm Beach, Florida, just like close to where Iris Turner is. Florida has been hammered. You can see again the early morning skies to the northeast, many chems. Chemtrails, not contrails. Exnia's next photograph as well from Florida is showing this dimness again of the area that we see of the sun, not the same bright yellow sun. Now this kind subscribers watching the videos, watching the photos and noticing again indeed the changes. Look at the reflection on them cars to the bottom right hand corner. Dim skies and an X of chems. Michelle Cook from Carolina. Show these images as well. Now on this photograph, she noticed the sky had changed. She noticed the deep darkening. Can you see again the different reflection from the area that we believe to be the sun? Look how this blue reflector colour, this haze again, this dark sky. It's happening everywhere. Even from parts of California we're getting images just, I mean, it is becoming a corrupt cover-up. Here we have more genuine attachments that have come in again from Florida, from Iris. Now, looking back and remembering the sun, we would see it that we couldn't see it because it was so bright it would hurt our eyes. But Iris states as well she can clearly see it without her eyes hurting. She can clearly see it with a camera, and it's not causing a reflection. It is dimmed. It is a different colour. It is something that's covering the truth. The skies are too dark. The reflection on the grass as well. The photos, I mean, they are overwhelming. Let me move to the next image. See, the thing is, we've got to remember to make sure we save these photographs. It's so important for the future. Remember what the skies were like from the 1970s to what they are now, to what they will be like in the future. As media will try and convince people that this is normal. That sun that you see on the screen there is as bright as the moon that we see in the night sky. There is a huge problem. And again, these photographs are just coming out now as we speak. Here's another genuine shot as well that Iris just took moments ago. Now, remember the eclipse. When you see an eclipse with the moon to the sun, it does dim, it darkens. We do see strange colours on the cloud formations, but what we're seeing thousands of feet high on this photograph, strange formations of chems, and you can see the trails just on the horizon there to the left side. But again, you're seeing the dim sun. Indeed, this object is eclipsing our sun, and the dark sky is so obvious. This is the next photo as well. When you see those strange cloud formations, look to the left hand side. The shadows are too dark for it to be the sun. Look at this pink reflection as well. It's being covered up. Many people still saying that the dimness is to do with the chemtrails. This is what the dimness is doing. But on the photograph again, to the left hand side, you can see a dark blue sky. This darkness is there from something that's eclipsing our sun. Paul Bracken took this image 7 hours ago. Now, this guy has been a member of our community for a very, very long time. He's not been well, but he's come back showing this photograph. From the northeast skies, there's a light reflection cutting through. And he's going to continue to try and send images in as the older generation are working very hard to showing the proof. They have been around a lot longer than us, seeing the differences. We have many people that are standing forward, even in their 80s, stating as well that indeed the skies, the surroundings, everything is changing. We are seeing a big change. Adam sent this photograph in recently as well from Czechoslovakia, showing that there was a purple haze in the skies for about 10 to 15 minutes and disappeared on the horizon. He states in an email, it was very, very strange to see that. Not seen that ever before. So he took his camera out to take the photo. Now, again, many other parts of the world are seeing changes, so it's important to show their photos. JCG from the south of England took this image earlier on from yesterday morning, showing you again a big change. You can see this red reflection, this glow. Now, something is reflecting. You can see that colour, that orange, that pink haze. Let me move to the next image, because on the other side he picked up the disc. Now this is what we see of the sun, but it's clear, isn't it, that when he took that first image, you can see a strange pink haze glow. Now, looking at that image here, you can just see clearly a white disc. Now, I've said this before, that it is important to look at the cloud formations to the other side, because other colours are beaming through from those other heavenly bodies. This is the next photograph as well. You can see the pink haze to the upper area of the photograph and the lower area. This pink haze is from the system, as you can see the disc in the centre of the screen. Here is a more sort of clearer shot as this kind subscriber zoomed out. More pink haze above and below, dark skies in the background, and this disc in the centre. Brian O'Steam took these two attachments early in the morning, showing the pink haze from the system. This pink haze is indeed showing up across the world. Now, again, it's not from pink chemtrails. I still get emails saying they are spraying the skies with pink chemtrails. Well, that would look nice, but indeed they're not. And also, again, we just got to continue. Let me show the next image. What we're seeing is two colours in the skies on this next photograph that's genuine. Chem lines and that pink haze. Steep people still say that volcanoes are causing this pink haze, that fires are causing this pink haze, but there's many places, like on this photograph, there's no fires, no volcanic activity, and this haze is still here with us. So thank you for these two attachments. This interesting image was brought in from a webcam by a kind subscriber as well, showing two objects. Again, the dimming of the sun, but something else. That pink haze as well. Now, again, we've got to think out the box, haven't we? Be open-minded, because it could be anything, but it did look very interesting to show this. So thank you for this attachment, and please also keep safe too. Should I accept that? Sent this photograph in just recently, showing the different colours on the horizon. We're seeing that object that's up there, out there in our inner solar system, covered up skies. To the horizon, you're seeing that huge orange haze from our natural sun reflecting through. That's dimming. This dimming is continuing, and it's going to look more interesting as we continue through the years. Can you see as well? The area, just that reflection, is not from that object you can see that's cutting through those chems, thick haze. Very strange skies. Thank you for this attachment. We have an image. Attachments coming in from Rick, from Edmonton, Alberta in Canada. You can see clearly, can't you? This red reflection. This is not natural. People are now seeing this. The red sun. Look at the image closely. The dimness of the skies. Something is causing this. Let's move to the next photo. Here is Rick's next image. Clearly there is something that's going on. Now, we've seen this before over in the Philippines. It's still happening. There is a change. There's been no reports of any storms. Just this darkness, this dimness that we're seeing still in the UK. Many other parts of the world are seeing this dimness as well. So let's move to the next attachment. Now on the next photo, Rick zooms out. He's looking around as well through the day, and it's far too dark. Very, very dim. He was only able to manage to catch these photographs for a short time, and then it just become a haze, a cover-up. Very, very dark, yellowish looking skies. Felice from Hamburg, Germany, took these images as well just a short time ago, and seeing this red haze around the area that we see of the sun. Look at the orange haze on the horizon, many chemtrails being sprayed. Here we have two chem lines and a haze. The red sun, look at the reflection to the either side, reflecting as well on these chem lines. We do see a lens flare, but indeed you can see that red reflection. Look at the orange haze as well on the horizon, dark skies, chems. This image is just zoomed out slightly, but you can see, can't you? It's so important to look at this red reflection coming from Wormwood. The dimming is still happening to this day, and they do spray hard. We've got Chris from Baltimore, Maryland, showing these changes, showing as well this strange reflection on this haze that's been sprayed thousands of feet high with the halo and this chem line. They always do this. This is what's happening across the world. Look at the haze as well. Here, the different colours. We've got this reflector beaming through. He states in his email he's so fed up of seeing this. These strange lines in the skies, chemtrails, pink haze. And indeed, he states again, it is getting much more stronger. There is a build-up and it isn't going away. Here on this next photograph, it's very fascinating to see this, and it's important for humanity to notice these changes. On the photograph, you're looking at a chemtrail just here, a shadow. Above is a haze. They're blocking out the truth. They're covering up the skies so we don't get to see those objects. Can you see the pink haze again, the red sun reflection? This orange haze again from the original sun that we saw many years ago. Please, again, take notice of this. It's very, very important. They're spraying our skies, covering the real truth. And humanity, again, have got every right to know what's going on. Still, people are so fixed with their eyes down to their technology of iPhones. And media say nothing. This is Chris's last image as well, showing you what is happening across our world. Please remember these photos. It is so important. They're building up a haze so we don't catch those reflections, especially from that reflector as well, those lenses that are reflecting through. Those lenses that you see from that reflector, it's all about to cover up the truth. That's all they do this for. It is a huge cloaking that they're doing. Okay, I hope you can see this, because Bill from California sent this footage in, this photograph showing of a pink haze to the northeast skies. Now look at that chemtrail. Just above you can see a pink reflection from something that's out there. Very important to pick up anything that looks different. This pink haze again is reflecting through many parts of the world, showing that the skies are seeing different colours. Bill sent this image in as well. You can see those chemtrails, lines in the skies, full of aluminum. Look at the haze above as well. It is getting worse. People from the UK are starting to wake up to this. So thank you for these 2 attachments, Bill, and please keep safe. Thank you for your email as well. Okay, as I was talking then, Bill just sent this photo through as well by a separate email. You can clearly see, can't you, a strange shape in the sky. These are chemtrails. Something else is chemtrailing our sky. I have thousands of emails saying chem drones, something else, objects, different spraying techniques as well. So, I mean, these images again are very important to all of us. Vlity Cast sent these attachments in also, studying the skies and noticing from the northeast this strange reflection. It shows itself and then just disappears, and stating in the email it's getting bigger. It was a lot smaller a couple of years back, but this reflection seems to be coming in a lot stronger through the blue haze. So indeed these images have to be shown. This same subscriber took this photo as well, showing during the daytime you could see as well the amount of chems that are being produced in the skies to cover everything up. Look at this strange chem trail. Look at this, of all the poisons, strange formations. Up here as well we've got other formations, dark skies, another cover up. Here is the next image that was sent in by this kind person, showing you the differences. Now to the top left hand corner you can clearly see that the reflector is so there. You can see that different fluorescent light cutting through, and above as well we're seeing complete cover up of chemtrails. Now where Earth is now in orbit, I believe that the Nibiru system is with us in our system and picking up all these different colours like the pink haze you see on the centre of the screen. Those other objects are indeed reflecting in our skies. We're being pulled, we're being tugged, tilted. The moon is orbiting very differently each night. It's not the same as it was in past years. The sun is covered up. This agenda again is to hide those heavenly bodies. They just want humanity to carry on and think that everything's fine. I mean, weather changes, sea levels. I mean, many oceans are just ending. I mean, we're seeing a lot of things now, aren't we? A lot of changes to many things now. Please, again, just keep your eyes to those skies to see those reflections, those different colours again beaming through as these other objects are now here with us. Here's another photo that was sent in by this kind person as well, showing the 2 colours. You've got the plasma from the sun above behind those cloud formations, but you've got that pink haze again that's cutting through, not from volcanic activity. It is indeed from another object that's beaming through. Ricky Perry from Washington, D.C. took these next attachments. Just recently, again, he's worried about the younger generation because he sees these being sprayed in the heavens. Back in when he was younger, he never saw any of this, just natural cloud systems, a yellow sun. So indeed, this is a real situation that is not being said, not being spoke about by any of the media channels. When they don't speak about this, then indeed it is a situation, isn't it? Here we have more chem lines over Washington DC. You can see again that haze, thousands of feet high, chemtrails. Before this reflector starts to be seen in our skies, right from the beginning of the video, the images that have come in from fantastic people from our community are showing the same as what their skies are like, just across other sides of the world, even from Australia. I mean, we've got a community that's spread right across the world now. Barbie Pierce from Arizona took this photograph as well. She states in her email, this strange orange haze reflected through those strange cloud formations, and indeed the skies are dimming. It's a different colour blue, she states, and we see this orange haze just like from the other images that you saw of the red sun. Many people are starting to still continue to see this colour again. We saw this in the UK. We've got to keep an eye on the skies. Those reflections are now beaming through. John took this photograph just recently as well from California, showing this pink haze. And you can clearly see again the white haze, the yellow haze from the sun, on the sundown. This pink reflection is coming through still, very strong. So thank you for this attachment. William Carlson sent these images as well from the USA. He states in his email, we do not consent, which is very true. He sees early hours of the morning, whilst he's at work, noticing those military planes, and then this in the skies, and a white reflection with a halo. I mean, looking now at the skies, seeing this, and seeing people not looking up is so frustrating. This is William's next photo as well. The halo, this strange colour again, this white reflector. Look at the orange haze on the horizon. You can just see it, just many lines in the skies. Judy Black from New Zealand took these images showing the pink haze. She states again in her email, never seen the pink haze before. She notices the red reflection on sundown and states it's completely different. This pink haze is indeed very strange. It reflects on the ground. Never has seen this before. Let me show you the next image. It's very, very strange. On the next photo, she states in her email, these strange chem formations. We've seen these many a time on different images from different videos. Look at the way they drift across the sky. They are a very strange shape, and everything that we catch on video is important. These photos need to be kept so we can see our skies, the developments through the years or the months. But indeed there has been a dramatic change to our sky system. More strange formations in the skies in New Zealand. This pink haze as well, you can just start to see this different colour reflecting. The next image again, that was just sent in just before I just showed you them from Judy from New Zealand. You can see again that strange colour in the skies. Okay, I've got a short video that's come in from Judy as well from New Zealand, showing you the skies. It's short, but again it's important to see this. Okay, well, indeed you can see clearly that there has been an activity of chemtrails. We all know this now about chemtrails. And I do get a lot of flack from news media. And what is important, I believe, hand on heart, is to just carry on and show that what we see. We have every right to show the skies. And it is a public channel for all of us to gather our images in, our footage and photographs. But I hope that in the future that someone will speak out about this. But it clearly shows that the powers that be are keeping people from speaking out. I just hope that one day, as I just said, that they will speak out about this. Again, you can clearly see, can't you, this pink haze on these other genuine photos. These images have come in from Leslie. Now, she looks out at the skies and notices this pink haze and can see that there has been a huge difference to our skies. Let's go to Leslie's next image. Here it is, the next photograph, showing this pink haze. Now, when we see the red colour from the sun as it's flecking through the atmosphere, we see that red colour, don't we? We've seen it past. It's quite rare, but we still do see it at times. We can tell the difference from different colours. Now, what you see on the screen isn't a reflection from the sun. It is from something else. Like I said at the beginning of the video as well, that people are saying that these are pink chemtrails. Come on, I mean, we know it's a huge reflection from Wormwood. Look at the sun area reflection. From the bottom of the screen, we've got this white haze, plasma from the sun as it's going down. There is another object that's reflecting. I will continue to speak out, and it is important to show the truth. Here's the next photo as well that Leslie sent in. Now, it's not been filtered, this photograph. It's a genuine photo. Look at the buildings. You can see just that reflection from this pink colour. But you can clearly see still the colour of the building is genuine. This white colour. Now, from the background there, you're seeing just to the left-hand side the white reflection going down from the Sol. But that pink haze, again, is clearly showing itself. It's so important, again, for us to keep looking, because indeed it isn't going away. It's getting stronger. Ashley Gregory is showing these photographs as well from Seattle. Now, Seattle is a long way away from here in the UK, and he's seeing this difference as well. He's been watching the channel, watching the photos, and he's took a look for himself. Now, on the screen, you're seeing the Sol, the sun, that's being covered up by all that haze in the skies, chemtrails. But what was most strange, he states as well in his email, was these strange formations above to the right-hand side on the screen. There is a reflection that's cutting through here. They're covering up the truth. Something else is being cloaked by these strange formations. When you see these strange formations, please look carefully, because I believe that we're going to see something in our foreseeable future. Here again, the next image from Seattle. Taking the photograph, you can see that pink reflection, that orange haze. You can see the sun, the Sol going down. You can see that normal plasma. But above as well, you're seeing that orange different fleck reflection and this strange formation. Timothy Carew sent this image in as well. Now, he states in his email that to the right-hand side it was very dark. You're seeing this reflector beaming through on these strange cloud formations. But he states in his email that something else was beaming through here as well. Now, again, we've got to think out the box. That can't be the moon. It's something else reflecting. You can see the two colours. This area here from the light reflector. But again, we're seeing other reflections. Thank you for sending this in. Russell from Tucson in Arizona took these attachments just a short time ago. He stated in an email that this strange formation of chems just stayed there for hours. Let me move to the next photo. Okay, we have Darnis from New Zealand just sent this image in, showing that the skies are indeed very dark. Now, this kind person sent an email in as well, saying that when this cloud formation, this strange chem, this strangeness of the sky, that she's never seen these strange formations before, it got her very worried. Now, everything went dark, but how can, if you think about it, of one chem would dim the skies? So she states again that they moved quickly in front of the area that she sees that others believe around her area to be the sun. But This is what they do. They move these chems, okay, using HARP and other technology as the sun is dimming to make people think that it's clouds. Now, these chems, again, cause this reflector to shine brighter. It is so evident on many other photographs that are coming in. This pink haze you see on the screen, to the left, to the upper, is still there, showing. Here is the next photo that's been zoomed in. That is clearly not our sun. It is being cloaked and covered, and that pink colour that you see is from the system. Too far of dark skies. Grant was taking a flight, heading on down towards Lauderdale, Florida, and he took a photo showing you this pink haze. Now, he states as well, the skies were just caked, covered up, and spotted many military planes. Now, there is people taking flights. I've got more photos to show about people on flights taking these fantastic photos, and I will show these in another video because it is important to see above those cams. Andrew Ward, another member of our community, took these photographs as well just recently, showing you the pink haze around the area of the sun. Look at that orange haze on these chem formations. I'm going to show you the next photograph from the other side, and you can see clearly these reflections on these other chems. Okay, you can clearly see, can't you, this strange reflection on that chem. This haze again, this pink reflection, this orange haze from the system that's beaming through when we see the sun. So thank you for this attachment, and God bless you too. Stuart Miller from Philly took these images as well, these strange lines from HARP, and they're continuing to do this. The skies are showing these lines all across the world. Let me move to the next image. Stu's next photograph is showing clearly chemtrails, a dimness of the skies for around about 10:30, 11:15, going down to the shopping mall. Noticing the reflection on this building is different. Through the years he'd been going down to these areas and noticing before in the past of a golden reflection from the sun, but now it is changing to this dim reflection. Look at all this in the atmosphere again. As I've said all along, these photographs that come in from fantastic people in our community are genuine photos. They've not been enhanced. They've not been messed around with. They are images showing you our skies from today. Tammy Shull from Kansas, showing you now this image of a dark sky above and this strange colour on the horizon. Look at this reflector reflecting through this HARP formation. As the reflector is rising in the skies, can you see again, which is important, to look at that strange colour of the sky to the lower of the horizon? This pink haze is showing through. They don't want you to see the pink haze because they know it's coming from Wormwood. It's made its way back on this elliptical orbit. Look at these strange dark shadows of the dark sky behind these formations. They don't want you to see the dark shadow. This excellent person as well, just like everybody else's photographs, is showing the truth. Now, if we were able to go back to the 1980s and look at these images from right to now, 2018, we are going to say to ourselves, wow, there has been a big difference. Look at this reflection again. It's not the yellow reflection that we saw in the past. This pink haze on the horizon, the dimmed dark skies, chem lines, strange cloud formations. This subscriber is very worried as well. Tammy takes many images of the skies, and she states in an email when taking this photo as well, it is just very, very dark for that time of the day. You're seeing that reflector to the left side. You're seeing a dark shadow to the right side. Here's another strange image of the skies. If you look carefully on this strange cloud formation, you'll see very strange shapes. We've seen these in other photographs. Many people still emailing saying they're seeing things in these formations. See, as this reflector's rising, it's changing colour. The colours are so evident that's beaming through. For 1 minute you're seeing this white reflector and this strange shadow, and then on the next photograph you'll see a pink haze. Here is the other colour. As it's rising, we're getting this pink haze cutting through. Other parts of the world are seeing strange cloud formations. Crystal Hughes showed these photographs, and this is happening every day, she explains. This different colour that's coming through, this yellow haze, strange formations. Let me move to the next image. I mean, again, these are quite spectacular photographs, aren't they? But it is all part of the change. We didn't see these strange black cloud formations, or even these other strange lines. Let me move to the next photograph. Here we have some other strange cloud formations. Everything here, again, look at these chem lines, but they're mixing chemicals with the cloud formations and it's causing a huge problem. Jeff took this image just a couple of hours ago as well. Now, he states in his email that he's seeing the plasma from the sun in the background, but there is something else reflecting in our skies, the Nibiru system. Look at this strange colour that we see. Through the sundown, we've got reflections cutting through on these chem formations. Strange, different clouds as well, like you just saw on them other photos. Roxanne from Salt Lake City sent this attachment in as well, showing you the dim sun, many chem lines in the skies. But what amazes me is as well, when you look really carefully in detail at the photographs, you can see these shadows. Look at the shadows above these chem lines. They're painting the sky. The sky here is indeed a different blue colour. Is this our real blue sky? Something is happening because we're seeing these shadows. Look how dark it is as well with the dim sun. You can't argue with these photographs because every single one of them are genuine. Every single photo that I produce onto screen is showing a big difference in our skies. Now look how they follow the chem. See these chemtrails? This individual is spraying just underneath. Look at the dim sun as well. Shadows. You've got to remember to keep an eye on them shadows, as this indeed is a haze covering the truth. As the area that we see of the so-called sun is rising, as Earth is rotating, these individuals again are spraying very hard to try and cover up everything in the skies, producing a big halo, and then they spray this one single chemtrail just across the area we see the halo to finish the job off. Alison Martin from Walton-on-Thames took this image as well, just across the road from the public house. Look at the pink haze. Look at the chemtrails in the skies, showing that our UK area of our skies are being hammered as well. I've got hundreds and thousands, I've got many images to show on other videos, and I will keep going and keep showing. Thank you for this attachment. Okay, these are the last attachment for this video, from Derek from Washington State, showing the truth. You can see, can't you, that pink plasma, that pink haze from Wormwood. Now, through the different images from different parts of the world, this pink haze is indeed becoming a lot stronger in our skies. This is facing northeast. This is a real image. They are all real images. No filters. Look on the ground. You can see the snow. Now, if this was a filtered image, The snow would be pink, everything would be pink, it would be a false colour. But indeed you're seeing the truth, you're seeing those colours cutting through our skies. On the next photograph you can see that pink haze is starting to fade away, disappear. It takes 25 minutes and goes. So indeed, please be observant. Derek moves his camera to the other side, noticing the reflections on the snow and even the hilltop there to the above area. He's never seen this before. He's been watching the skies for many years, and this indeed is different. Okay, this is the last photograph for this video on this archive gallery. I apologise, at the beginning of the video somewhere the screen showed an email that came up to the left hand side. It happens, I have thousands of emails that come through, and all I want to do is show the skies, the differences. I have been studying the skies properly from October 2015. I have seen objects up there, I've seen strange things at night up in the heavens, moving across the skies at 2 AM. And I'm an observer. We are all observers to the heavens. This is all we're doing. We are not breaking any laws. We are just showing images and photographs of what we see of a big difference. Now, I hope everybody's safe, and I hope everybody's well. I'm not here to cause any problems to any of you whatsoever. I'm here just to show these genuine images on these gallery videos. We are a strong community, and we have other channels working very, very hard showing these differences. And I respect every single one of you. Okay? So take care. God bless you all. And I'll produce